Oh, look at all those clovers. I love it. All right, good luck, everybody. We'll start with Mosaic and the Prism, and then we'll get to good stuff. This is like the appetizer before the main course. Empty box. All right. I have been dying to see a Honeycomb or a Genesis, something. Micro Mosaic. Thielen, Collins, Kyron Williams, Jalen Warren. We got Kool-Aid for the Saints, and Edgar and Cooper going to Green Bay, starting us off today. The select won you over. Yes. Release day. Jonathan Brooks for Carolina on the debut. Of course, backward. Ken Anderson, Justin Jefferson, Christian Kirk. We got Devontae Smith on the silver for Kerr Saxon. And Josh Jacobs on the Epic Performers for Green Bay. Yeah, the Select H2s don't guarantee you anything, which always bums me out a little bit, but we got to try them. We got to. We got TJ Watt on the National Pride for the Steelers. T. Higgins, Dortch, Kelsey, Devin Leary for Baltimore, and a Delpit for Cleveland. Even Cleveland can get a little something. We got Micah, Humphrey, Thibodeau, Cole Bishop for Buffalo, Daniel Jones, Justin Jefferson on the Elevate, and a Kid Reporter. I don't know. What do you think? Daniel Jones versus Anthony Richardson? Who's going to win that QB battle? Eddie George, Charles Haley on the Hall of Fame for the Cowboys, Jack Campbell, James, Russell Wilson, and Matt Stafford for the Rams. Mitchell, Etienne, Elliott, Ramsey. We got Fuaga for the Saints. And, okay, Michael Penix on the notoriety. We'll take it. We'll take it. Tyler. At least it threw us a bone there. Threw us a bone. All right, Prism. How about you do a little better than Mosaic? I do like these laser prisms. Empty box. We got Waddle, Saquon, Jordan for Houston, and Jatavian Sanders for Carolina on the laser. Okay with that. Mr. Bradford, you had a feeling about Carolina. Yes, Tyler. Yeah, the Rams and Atlanta. Yes, you got that notoriety, Michael Penix so far. Jimmy Smith, Scary Terry, James Conner, Mark Brunell for the Jag. Double. How about that? Double laser. I don't think I've ever seen that. And James Conner for Arizona. Double laser beams. Clearly that was a mistake. Yes, good luck, Tyler. I want to see something good for you. Oh, that's what happened. We got 3 cards in this one. Palmer, Ward, A.J. Barner for Seattle. That's why there were 2 lasers in the last pack. They withheld one. Thanks, Panini. Danielle Hunter, Miller, Chase Brown, and there we go. Caleb Williams on the laser. We approve. Carter King will be very happy to see that. Very nice. Well done, Prism. Ferragamo, Witherspoon, Keon Coleman for Buffalo, and Snead for the Titans. We got Christian Kirk, Javonte Williams, Bryce Young on the silver for Carolina. Kittle on the hype, and a Kid Reporter. All right, and like that, we're hitting the good stuff. Oh, I don't know. What do you guys think? Where do we start? I guess we'll start with Resurgence. Then we'll do Phoenix, and then we'll end with Select. I think we'll do that. We'll do that. All right, good luck, guys. I hope it's not anticlimactic, just end with the Select, but it's release day. I think we need to end with the Select. I do. All right. Come on, packs. Oh, these packs are all over. Empty box. We got 3 autos. One of them will be an RPA. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, I hope that Select does not end on a downer note. Bryce Young, Ray Lewis, Boomer, Joe Thomas. We got Dan Marino on the refractor for Miami. Xavier Worthy on the circuit breakers for KC. Jermaine Burton and a Xavier Leggett. Hey, what's up, Stinky? Yes. The party's over, Stinky. He's back to normal. And Carter King, you're off and running, my friend. Laser Caleb. Yes, I was happy to see that as well. Hopefully it's just the beginning of the good stuff. That might be the RPA. We'll throw that back there. That pack felt pretty thick. Mike Singletary, Troy, JJ, Dan Marino, Cameron Kinchins, 283 out of 275 for the Rams. We got Brett Favre on the Glimmering Gleam. Cooper DeJean for Kerr Saxon, and a Bucky Irving. That's a good pick. Yeah, nobody parties quite like Sombrero Cat. But he's not Party Hat Cat. He's Sombrero Cat. So the sombrero must come back. He'll wear the party hat again at my 4-year anniversary on TikTok, which will be in September. So he'll bust out the party hat again then. Assuming TikTok is still here in September. Fingers crossed. Kurt Warner, Chad Johnson, Ed McCaffrey, Egrin James. We got Ray Davis on the refractor going to Buffalo. Terrell Davis for Denver. Jackson Powers Johnson, and a Kingsley Sumataya. My eyes don't want to read that today. But I like the Ray Davis refractor. I feel like we're due for our first auto here at any moment. Drew Brees, Dawkins, Frank Gore, Bob Greasy, there it is. Aeneas Smith going to Kerr Saxon. That's a pretty good auto. Yeah, he does some work on that. We approve. We got Frank Gore on the Voltaic. Hey, our first Jaden. We approve of that too. And a Junior Colson. Is Kersaxon out there? I sure hope I remember to invite him. I feel bad if I forgot to invite him. No, I feel like I got to invite him. All right. He's usually hanging around out there, so if he is not there, I feel like maybe I forgot to invite him. Jamal Charles, Fred Taylor, Brett Favre, Ozzie Newsome, Tommy Eichenberg on the refractor for the Raiders, Malachi Corley on the circuit breakers for the Jets, Brock Bowers showing up, and Edgar and Cooper. Yeah, I feel like maybe, well, you know what? He might be in multiple things. Friday nights, there's a lot of breakers. There's a lot of breakers on right now. So he might be watching another stream. And I won't fault him for that. Jerry Rice, Kelsey, Tom Brady, Adrian Peterson, Darius Robinson for Arizona on the refractor, C.J. Stroud on the conductors, Cade Stover for Houston, and a Jared Wiley for KC. Yeah, Friday night is quite a busy night for breakers. So I'm always very happy when my break can fill super fast on a Friday night because there's a lot of breakers out there right now. Isaac Bruce, Hines Ward, Will Levis, Flutie, J.J. Watt. What do we got here? C.J. That is 66 out of 75. There you go, Savannah. Joe Alt and Malik Neighbors decided to drop in. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday mornings, I get much better traffic. Fridays, it's any weeknight, actually, it's kind of a, you don't know what you're going to get. Some days it's okay. Today it's pretty darn good. But, yeah, some days are rough. Tough sledding. Marshall Falk, Lawrence Taylor, Jerome Bettis, Troy Aikman on the refractor. Oh, for the Jets, Isaiah Davis. There you go. Jets hit. Sometimes they hit. Voltaic, Bryce Young. Lassiter and Leofow for the Cowboys. This is making me think that last RPA should be a wild one. Oh, the Kersaxon, you are out there. Okay, so you got an auto. Per your usual. The Eagles are usually doing some work in a break. Usually they're doing some work. But based on those, I'm expecting a pretty darn good RPA, guys. Eddie George, Joe Montana, Earl Campbell, Barry, Eric Dickerson. That is 7 out of 249. These look way better in person than they do on camera. Trey Benson, Voltaic, Cole Bishop, and Rook for Atlanta. Yeah, it's got to be that last one. All right. I think we're good here. I think we're good. James Harrison, Luke Kuechly, Walter Payton, Chris Carter for Denver. Estime 139 out of 249. Nice. Kurt Warner on the conductors. Isaiah Davis again. And a Roman Wilson for Pittsburgh. I mean, I'm really expecting a QB on this RPA. You guys got any guesses as to who we might see? It's got to be a QB, or maybe Brock Bowers or Malik Neighbors, somebody like that. Keyshawn Johnson, Terrell Owens, Howie Long, Marcus Allen, Randy Moss, Eli, 242 out of 275 on the conductors. Chris Braswell and Joshua Carty. Caleb, we're okay with. Michael Pratt. Oh, you know what? If I ever see a redemption, I always assume it's Cooper DeJean. But this is not a redemption. All right, good luck, guys. Michael Irvin, Thurman Thomas, Michael Vick, Okoye. We got Mims, Eric All. There's a Malik Neighbors on the circuit breakers. All right, good luck, guys. What? Brock Bowers. 3 out of 19. That is awesome. Look at that patch. Player worn patch. Nice hit. Brock Bowers out of 19 on the RPA. That is sweet. Who had those Raiders today? Pepper. Where you at, Pepper? I figured we had something good coming. I was like, we're getting a QB, and if it's not a QB, it's got to be like Brock Bowers, and it was. Out of 19. That is fantastic. We like that. Hayden, you got... I'll find them here. You had the Patriots, the Giants, and Seattle. I'll do what I can, Carter King. I'll do what I can. Phoenix is next. Let's see what Phoenix has for us. It's been a while since I opened a Phoenix hobby, so I am excited. All right, empty box. Good luck, everybody. Hey, what's up, Zoots? Hope you're doing good today. Yeah, I'd like to see a color blast. Would be nice today. Jalen Warren, Kyler Murray, Lockett, Michael Pittman. I think that's 125. Yep, 40 out of 125 on the Michael Pittman with a Marshawn Lloyd for Green Bay. Yeah, that 125, I think it's one of the best looking ones. We got, is that a filler? I think we got a filler. Minshew, Breece Hall, Logan Wilson. It's a filler. On the contours, oh, look at there. There you go, Hayden. We like that. Drake May on the contours with a Nate Wiggins for Baltimore 183 out of 199. I love the contours. I think that's the first time we pulled a Drake May contours. We're all right with that. We got something this time. James Conner, Quincy Williams. We got Spencer Rattler, Quay Walker. That one is 108 out of 399. You can see that. Trying to get it to show up there. All right, good luck, guys. What do we got here? Be good to us. Be good to us. It's a Latu. 91 out of 299 on the RPA. Going to Indy. Who had Indy today? Mr. Wonderling. He's streaming right now, but Mrs. Wonderling is here. You can give him the good news, Mrs. Wonderling. Let him know he got something. He got a little something, something. Yeah, Latu, he doesn't hide in breaks, that's for sure. Hey, what's up, Dave D? Hey, Fire, welcome in, guys. Happy Friday. Again, if you're wandering in, I will be doing this again tomorrow morning. Swift, Josh Downs, Hufanga, Blake Corum on the rookie rising for the Rams, and Jonah Ellis for Denver. Not numbered, but those look good too. Hey, BR. All right. We got Derrick Henry, Thielen, Montez Sweat. Ooh. Josh Downs. What is this? 37 out of 249. Man, I get some of these backgrounds. I thought maybe we were looking at something even better. Carson Steele for KC. Indy just keeps on hitting. Yes, Mr. Dangerous. It just seems to go that way. There's usually, every break, there's a couple teams that just keep hitting. Got contours. Gino, Bryce, Zaire, another filler. Another Drake May contours? That's crazy. And a Quinion Mitchell for Philly. That one is 80 out of 125 for Kirk Saxon. Two Drake May contours. I'm not sure what the chances of that happening are. But it has happened. It's happened. Oh, we got something here. Autry, Diggs. We got Jordan for Houston. What do we have here? Najee. That is crazy looking. That is sick. 287 out of 299. Love the looks of these cards. And what do we got here? Caleb Williams. 194 out of 225 on the rookie phenom patch. Going to Mr. Carter King. He approves. He approves. All right, nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, we still got an auto. Boy, would I like to see JJ or Michael Penix pop up for us. Got another Contours. Kyle Pitts, Gabe Davis, Zach Moss, Jared Goff for the Lions. We'll take that. Anthony Gould for Indy. We'll take a Goff. Contours. I mean, he's worthy. All right, we got Chubb, Jamar, Nico, Jordan Love. Those always look so good, even though they're not numbered. And Keon Coleman for Buffalo. The Goffinator. He's Goffsome. This must be a filler. It's got to be a filler. Right. There's no way this thick one is not a filler. It is. Cortland Sutton, Josh Allen, Trayvon Walker, filler. Well, hello, Jaden Daniels. We're welcome to see you on the Rookie Rising. And Javon Baker going to Hayden. That is 133 out of 249. New England did all right in that. We still got an auto. Still got an auto incoming. Oh, crazy. All right. That's our auto. Should we sweat that? We'll sweat that. Let that marinate for a second. That's our auto. All right, Aaron Jones. What do we got here? Gino, Ramondre. We got a case hit, maybe? Oh, treasured tandems. Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin for Dallas. That is 23 out of 50. Going to the Cowboys. And a Michael Hall for the Browns. There you go, Savannah. Out of 50. We approve of that. We approve. All right, here we go, guys. Good luck. We got Stingley, Micah, Cooper DeJean. We got Demario Davis for the Saints. That is 138 out of 199. And for the 49ers, Hufanga, 5 out of 10. It's gold. Gold for the 49ers. 49ers. Michelin. Gold Hufanga. Congrats. Out of 10. Gold Hufanga. Very cool. We like gold. And that brings us to Select H2. The mystery. The wonder. Is it going to be good to us? Let's find out. box. All right, guys. 4 packs. Good luck, everybody. Hopefully there's more gold to be found in here. Xavier Worthy starting us off. Rasul Douglas. DeMarcus Lawrence. We got a Disco. Drake May. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Hayden. We approve. We approve. Very nice. That's the kind of card you want to see on release day. Kirby Joseph and a Will Levis. First pack. We approve. I know, Mr. Dangerous. I know. Yes, Hayden. A good day to have New England. You done all right. All right, pack number 2. I really want to see an auto is what I want to see. Amari Cooper. Jahan Dotson. Rasul Douglas on the silver for Buffalo. Dexter Lawrence for the Giants. That is 8 out of 25. Going to the Giants. That's nice. Brandon Ayuk and Greg Zuerlein. Oof. The oof button. Don't push the oof button. All right, pack number 3. Will Reichard for the Vikings. Kyle Hamilton. What? Xavier Rhodes on the silver for the Vikings. Kalen Bullock for Houston. That one is 6 out of 25 as well, going to Savannah. Malik Neighbors for the Giants, and a Ricky Pearsall for the 49ers. Can we find magic in the last pack? That is the question. Possibly. The suspense. All the suspense. Sorry, usually this is Wise Guys helping me out here a little bit, but I'm on my own this break, so. All right. I'll do a recap after this. All right, Sombrero Cat. Bring us the luck, buddy. We got 1 pack. Let's go. Sombrero Cat always brings us some luck. When does he let us down? Oh, there's something thick in here. We got something here. Lambjack. Harrison Smith. Oh, there's something here. Come on, be good. Spencer Rattler. Ladd McConkey for the Chargers. Good luck here, guys. I don't know. Oh, there's another card. Jalen Hurts. That's sick, too. Kerr Saxon. That's awesome. And last but not least, rookie Jake Bates for the Lions. Are you kidding? Jake Bates. Wow. 22 out of 35 for the Lions. Jake Bates. That is crazy that Jake Bates is right there. 3-color patch. Jake Bates. I didn't even know he was in this product. That's crazy. I would never have guessed. Baited. Yes, baited. Now, to be fair, I'm a Lions fan, and Jake Bates is well loved in Detroit. But that's crazy. Jake Bates out of 35. Thank you, Select. All right, give me a second. We'll do a recap real quick. And if you had a rough break, you know I got you back. We're gonna do this again tomorrow. I'm excited though that we got an RPA in there because they don't guarantee you autos in those. So I don't know what the rest of the weekend holds, but Jake Bates. There's no denying that was a Jake Bates. That's just crazy. All right, let's do a recap. I love the discos though. And I'll have tomorrow's break in the shop at some point this evening. And this will be on YouTube by tomorrow morning. We had Lab McConkey, Jalen Hurts on the disco, Ricky Pearsall, Malik, Kalen Bullock was out of a 25. Dexter Lawrence was out of 25. Jake Bates on the sick RPA out of 35. Hufanga was out of 10. 5 out of 10 on the gold. Javon Baker was out of 249. Jaden, rookie rising. Jordan Love, Goff on the contours. Najee was out of 299. Drake May on the contours. Quinion Mitchell was out of 125. Josh Downs was out of 249. Blake Corum, rookie rising. Jonah Ellis for Denver. Quay Walker out of 399. Drake May on the disco. That's a beaut. Xavier Worthy. Brock Bowers on the RPA. 3 out of 19. That is sick. We had another Drake May contours. Nate Wiggins for Baltimore out of 199. Michael Pittman out of 125. Eli out of 275. Estime out of 249 for Denver. Eric Dickerson out of 249. Demario Davis for the Saints out of 199. Michael Irvin Emmett. Treasured Tandems out of 50. We had Caleb on the rookie phenom patch out of 225. Latu on the RPA out of 299. Malik Neighbors Circuit Breakers. Michael Penix Notoriety. Isaiah Davis for the Jets. Malik Neighbors. Brock Bowers. Jaden. Caleb on the laser. Jatavian Sanders laser. Malachi Corley. Ania Smith for Kerr Saxon. Ray Davis on the refractor. Kinchins was out of 275. Xavier Legette. Xavier Worthy. And CJ out of 75.